And good afternoon from the John Wood Community College Student Activity Center and the Mountain Dew Court. This is Rumble on the River, and it's QND Raider basketball from the ladies' side, the Lady Raiders. Hi, I'm Jeff Wellman as we get ready for the action. Rumble on the River, the 17th year of this event out here. Boys and girls action. We just saw Dan Sparrow's squad from Liberty Eagles win in the game before. It's a busy week, and it's a good week for Eric Orn and the Lady Raiders as they pack in a bunch of games, then take the holidays off and don't go to a holiday tournament. Raiders come in 10-0, averaging 58.4 points a game, giving up 31.5. They're taking on Northeast, and the Bearcats, I believe, or no, the Pirates, excuse me. No, that's later, the Boonville Pirates. I'm going to get my teams mixed up here today. And the Bearcats, I believe, are 4-1. We did not have a Salisbury score in there. But these Lady Raiders last night beat Boonville 48-33 to improve, and it should be a good one. They had Troy Buchanan on Wednesday night and won 48-36 after, of course, you heard on Mecca Sports and watched on Tuesday the Palmyra doubleheader. Speaking of a guy that used to like doubleheaders when he played baseball for Jim Finnegan, and, of course, Chief Hellenthal is, or actually we had Zabornik, is Dave Pettit. Coach, we got a full day of basketball today. We start right here at the Rumble on the River.
Well, and the way I look at this, this is a Mega Sports showcase. We have the QND girls, QHS girls, and then tonight, capping it off, you know, the cherry on the top of the sundae is the QND boys and the QHS boys. So you're going to see what this company was founded about. You know, watching great basketball from the city of Quincy, Illinois.
All four teams, and Coach has nailed it on the head. This is probably the first time that all four teams have been covered in the same day, simply for the fact that nobody used to cover the girls' programs until it was postseason or the crosstown rivalry on that. So, So it should be a lot of fun. We put the last two in last night at East Moline as Quincy High improved to undefeated there, 8-0 and 4-0 in the conference, as we looked and said, sleep is overrated. So let's go ahead and we'll find out about that on Sunday.
Well, at least we're going to win 3 out of 4 today, hopefully.
Indeed. So Lady Raiders are looking good. We'll have a chance to talk. We did not talk to Coach Orn beforehand. We will catch him in the post-game show. So Coach Pettit and I will talk about this game and get the coach's comments from Coach Pettit as we come back for the QND Lady Raiders and the Northeast Bearcats right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
For many, your home and auto are two of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiberg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back at the Rumble on the River, Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit. And, Coach, we talk about the game today. Of course, you came down around Coach Orn as we first got the game out here. And he's got a busy week here. He's got it pretty well wrapped up now after a Tuesday victory in Palmyra, a Wednesday victory here at the Rumble on the River, and then last night against Boonville, another one. So 4 games in 5 days, and then take a break for the holidays. And so for Coach Orn, and I know from Palmyra through the games here, offense has slipped a little bit, but they picked it up on defense. And we've talked so much about it. All 4 of the teams from Quincy play good defense, and the Lady Raiders can really get after it.
Well, and that's going to, defense travels. So if you're playing good defense, you're going to be in every game. You got to get out there, challenge shots, make sure you're boxing out. When the shot goes up, get your body on somebody. And, the bigger they are, the farther away you have to block them out, get the rebound. And then that, as we see with all the teams here in Quincy, you get that defensive rebound, kick it out and go. Your 3-on-2, 2-on-1 opportunities, those are easy shots, and you got to make those.
Well, we talk about Sage Stratton. She's heading off to Drury University. And, of course, hey, got to love her dad and mom here, and that's sponsored by Advanced Physical Therapy out here. Also, TNC out there at the ends across the way with Dax Foey. Of course, that's Taylor's dad. They're our mom. Hold on. Taylor's dad. Thank you much. And they are part of the sponsors here as well. And I know Dax keeps track of what we're doing out here. And we thank all those sponsors putting the Rumble on the River on. And so, like I say, Sage had 19 points for the first game, or last night's game, excuse me, and was the MVP. So the Advanced Physical Therapy MVP for her. And, I think looking at the lineup, and I maybe it's a little height here with our big girl with the knee brace, but Tristan Pieper is playing well inside. Well, she handles the ball so well with both hands, shoots with both hands, and when she was a little one, she was a gym rat and more of a guard. So that's why, as she got bigger, she still has the skills with handling the basketball.
Well, and that's one thing about really good teams. You've got 3-4 places to go to, for your points. Whether it be, guard, forward, center, depending on how you match up against the team you're playing against, and making it a, not a one-on-one game, but isolating, for your strength versus their weaknesses.
Indeed, and of course, this ball team, we talked to the night, Coach Longer and I, and mainly after the game, and we were talking about Ari Bueller. Great shot, very fast. She was compared to Lee McLaughlin with the basketball, and that's pretty good speed. But what I noticed, because I almost didn't recognize her, it wasn't so much that her hair wasn't as blonde, I don't think, but she's gotten stronger. She looks more physical, and you're seeing that in her play, too. And you get her out there, Pieper is back. You get Jenna Durst, who does a heck of a job out there as juniors. And the only seniors on this team are Doug Reed's kids, Abby and Carly. And so it's, as usual, reload after this one.
Well, it's not it's reload every year with the QND girls because they're very good. They've got some young kids coming up now that are filling in spots and contributing, to the success of this team. So, what you're looking at for the future is, very bright for the QND Lady Raiders.
And I guess since we won't have a national anthem in every single game here, probably started off the day.
Are you singing tonight?
I'll be glad to, tell you the truth. You tried to call me on that and thought he wouldn't be able to say, I can do it. At the end of the night, if I still have a voice after 3 games, which I should, I'll bust one out for you there. So, hey, it's the pregame show. Mecca Sports pulling one off today. 4 Quincy High, 4 Quincy teams, 2 Quincy High, 2 Notre Dame, all on the same day right here on meccasportsco.com.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back here at John Wood at the Student Activity Center, Mountain Dew Court, and of course, it's what I live on. It's been that way for many years. We just grabbed one, and I love it. Our young man, Jakai Castleman, usually paying attention to the Quincy High games. He's down in Hannibal. He said, give me a shout-out. There you are, Jakai. The shout-out to you, and I know you're out there shopping for our Christmas gifts. and you're going to have him tonight at the game. Right now he's laughing with his mom or grandma or somebody there. Hey, this has been the 17th year, and it's a busy week. It started off on Monday, and they went with a single game, Monroe City Girls against Burlington Notre Dame. Monroe City Girls just kicked some tail there, 56-22. By the way, on that Monday, the 16th, we were in Alleman, and every year when I hit the 16th, I'm always reminded of my brother's birthday, but also Jeff Spears shared that birthday as well, so I always do a shout-out there, and this is the first one I think we've had Jeff without him being here, but a belated birthday wishes to both those guys up above. And so Tuesday they came back with 3 games. Nope, check that, 2 games. And it was Mendon boys and girls against Atlanta boys and girls. Wednesday, of course, we had the QND girls playing on Troy Buchanan. Thursday was a matchup with Clopton boys and girls as well as Monroe City boys and girls. You throw in Higbee boys and girls, and Matt Long's team from Central was down here, Central Southeastern, and Troy Buchanan boys were here. And then, of course, we mentioned last night's game. The Quincy High girls won 63-53, and then Boonville lost, of course, to QND. QND won that one, 48-33 in that ball game. I don't have the Monroe City boys against Payson, this 7:30 game.
This is a great tournament that they have here, and and they've now spread it out with where Christmas is at this year. A great event.
And we are going to have a national anthem, so we're going to stay right here and listen to the national anthem. But first, we'll hear from Frank Cash telling us, mind your business here.
Oh, be sportsmanlike. Hey, sometimes fans get a little bit crazy.
And that was our national anthem. Also, I look up on the board. I cannot forget First Bankers Trust is also one. Speaking of Dax Foey, there he is, Town and Country Inn right there. And so, and also First Bankers Trust, and of course, the shout out to Jim Obert down there. And Dave Raker is heading up the bank. We get ready for our starting lineup right now. QND will be the road team, and they'll be in their blue, trimmed in gold and white.
And the starting lineup presented by Blessing Health.
Indeed. And of course, Blessing Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We've got you covered from head to toe. Same lineup they've had before. We'll run out Sage Stratton. She wears number 4. Lauren Hummel wears number 12. Tristan Pieper, number 15. Ari Bueller, 20. And Jenna Durst, 21. And, of course, in his multitude of years, Eric Orrin heading stuff up. Jennifer Durst also on the bench. She was Jennifer Gilman at Culver Stockton. And Bob Sheffield is way down the bench as he spent time here at John Wood and now is also volunteering with Hoyt over at QU. So we keep Sheffield busy. Checking out your starting up on the other side. Number 1, Chloe Brumley. And number 3, Avery Brumley. Number 10, the tall girl inside, Macy Harmon. Number 14, that's Olivia Cross. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 22, Mallory Hankins. And they are coached by Brian Winkler. Here we go, our first look at them. They're in their home white, and I believe trimmed in black and maybe a little gold, Coach, somewhere in there. As we're ready to go. Boy, they're rocking. This is what they start the John Wood games with. Lauren Hummel in the center circle. She'll be in there with Harmon. Tip comes away. Raiders down. Good pass. Stratton goes in. Just misses the shot. And that's what they love to score off that initial. That's the only time you ever get to do it anymore on jump balls.
That was definitely a set play by Coach Horn.
Transition, Brumley. We're going to have to name each one. Avery and Chloe. Almost a 5 call.
Good defensive pressure by the Lady Raiders.
Expect nothing less than right from the beginning tonight. Today, let me do that. Tonight will be 2 more games away. Spin move, pull up, 14-footer. Catches every part of the rim, goes in, and our first points of the game, Avery Brumley. She's got 2 for, I almost said Boonville because I had Boonville written down here. I'm so in getting that next game, I keep backing up. Raiders in the half-court set. Top of the key, Pieper. Brings the ball to the right side. Stratton has it. Man-to-man 2. Pieper goes inside. Short little hook around. No good. Rebounded on the other side by Hankins.
I like to look inside there. You know, you get that, you're going to make 4 out of 5.
I better change that northeast on my board right now. Inside. Oh, and a weak side rebound by Hankins, but Bueller just took it away from her.
Oh.
Long pass on the outside. Now, if that was a receiver in football, she threw the back shoulder, which was good. Problem, Lauren Hummel was going the other direction. Turnover, Lady Raiders.
That's all right. I like to see them push the ball like that because they're going to sit back and they're going to defend.
Back in the half-court set. Man-to-man. Bueller out there switches out. Picks up Cross when she comes out. Now she takes Avery, or Brumley. The 2 Brumleys are out there along with Cross. Inside is Hankins, also on the block. With Hankins is our big girl, Harmon. Got to remember, Harmon is the tall girl. Hankins is number 22. First call of the game, I believe, goes against Notre Dame. Lauren Hummel, her first, and obviously the team's first. 5 fouls and a quarter before you get the double bonus. Ball goes back out top. Avery Brumley with the basketball to the right side. She's got Bueller on her. Bueller switches. Great switch out there. And Bueller will do it again. This time they'll be trying to set a trap between Durst and Bueller. Good handling of the ball there by Northeast. Shot no good. Strong side rebound. Tristan Pieper. Stratton across the timeline. High post is Pieper. Right side's Bueller. Left corner is Hummel. Now we got a high post screen. Durst now steps back. Now goes into Pieper. Pieper halfway through her move stop. She'll reset though. Hummel now finds Stratton on a backdoor cut, and the first foul against Northeast. Stratton to the line to shoot 2.
Pieper gets that ball underneath like that, she's got to go up and be strong. You know, maybe do the Jack Sigma face, shot fake, you know, one dribble either way and then go. But she got caught down there, and she still got to go up with it.
Well, she started to make her move, and then she got in the middle of it, and it was, I'm going to make the move and fake back, and it was stopped. So immediately she thought, I'm in the lane. Get rid of the basketball. Stratton hits the first free throw. She'll have one more. Sage on her second one is good. 2 for 2. We're tied at 2. 5:46 left. First quarter action. Full court pressure coming from the Raiders. Push it out high. Brumley. That's Chloe. Comes left side. Cross. Back to Brumley. Now Cross is down in the short corner. On that short corner is Hankins. Hankins with a reverse layup. Nice layup. Missing the shot, though, and there's Pieper for the rebound.
Nice box out by Hummel.
Hummel, I know that's why Pieper could get to it, because Hummel had her screened out so well underneath. Bueller picks it up. Stratton saves her. Ball comes back out high. To the right side, Bueller looks inside. There's Pieper. We talk about that matchup. Pieper with a nice left. Oh, and it touches a 360 plus another 50. So give Pieper the basket. Nice assist from out high.
Every time she gets the ball down there, she's got to go.
And she's got a good drop step, but I really like her moves right and left, and she uses both hands, so you cannot play her one side.
Well, and, you know, you do that, and then you step back for that little 12-footer. You know, that's going to be a sweet shot for her.
And she hits that. She's got a good shot outside.
Yep.
I'd say 15-plus or so. Northeast in the half-court set from Cairo. Missouri, folks. Didn't want to say way down in southern Illinois, which is Carroll, more or less. That's what they've called it. Good job by defense from the Lady Raiders. Ball comes out to the left side. That's Hankins. Dribbled it all the way around. Trying to take it to the hole. Stratton with some good defense. That was Cross trying it with the left hand. Raiders, long pass. Oh, and a good try inside. It went long down to Hummel. Hummel tried to make a quick touch pass over to Durst. Ball's on the ground, and I believe Northeast was laying on the line. So ND basketball under their own basket. And we'll set up a kind of a spread with Pieper high, and Pieper will come out behind the three-point line.
Well, that's the one thing I always say. You got to win the 50-50 battles, and QND won that one.
Bueller almost should have kept her dribble on that, but then finds Pieper inside. She'll go inside out. Stratton on the left side. Good! Sage Stratton for three from the left side. Of course, brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. And give the assist to Tristan Pieper.
Well, once again, inside, outside, get those paint touches and kick it out for the wide open looks.
Back to pressure for the Raiders. Cross in the left corner, picks it up, and Pieper's all over. Pieper almost grabbed it and did briefly. Now, it was a little quick of a jump ball, but she had it just long enough, because if you don't call that, it'll be a foul in a second.
Yep, great pressure outside by the QND girls. You know, man-to-man, they're getting after it. They've given up 2 points in 4 minutes. You can't ask for any better than that.
23, J.C. Davies comes in for Northeast. Checking in, we had a couple subs also for us. I believe Sarah Thomas is in the ball game. Also Miss Eversman, that's Marie. They're both in there as Jenna Durst gets on the floor. We have another jump ball. So Stratton stayed in, along with Bueller and Durst. Eversman in there now, along with Thomas.
Well, once again, another 50-50 won by the QND Lady Raiders.
Inside 4 minutes, first quarter action here. Wellman and Pettit out here at the Rumble on the River. 7-2, Lady Raiders with an early lead. First 2 points came from Northeast. Oh, a nice step. I think she almost snuck one in, maybe, Coach. Either that or that was some awesome footwork, but Marie Eversman with the basket. Eversman with that one. 9-2, Lady Raiders. Thomas pounding out there on Brumley. Skips it over to Cross left side. She was in between three of the different lines for the three-point. I wasn't sure which one she was going to be at. And it's the Lady Raiders, Sierra Thomas with a rebound.
Nice box out by three of the 5 Lady Raiders had a body on somebody.
Transition, Thomas comes down, and Thomas hits for the three. And there's a timeout taken by Northeast. Thomas' three brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com. And with 3:10 left in the first quarter, 12-2 Lady Raiders. We'll take a break and come back. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back at John Wood, the Rumble on the River after the timeout by Northeast. Raiders have gone on a 12-point run, lead 12-2 with 3:10 left in the first quarter.
Great defensive job by the Lady Raiders. 2 points, and they played 5 minutes.
Good passing down the court. Northeast broke the press on that one. Got it into our big girl Harmon. She gets the bucket. That's a 10 or 12-point run by the Lady Raiders, and they go right back to it. Jenna Durst is on the left block, goes in with the left for the bucket.
Great transition offense by the Lady Raiders.
Wouldn't expect anything more because that's what they do. They're already a good offensive team, but the defense does such a good job. And they're pushing out behind the line, behind all 3 three-point lines. I think that's because John Wood, there's going to be a new line in a year or two, and that's why they got the new green one in already. Raiders doing a good job on defense. Thomas picks up Cross. Oh, and a good pass inside. Shot was missed. Davies missed it, but that was a good look.
Well, I tell you what the pressure that the Lady Raiders are putting on, it's when they get an open look, they're kind of surprised.
Ball went to the right side, holding on. Eversman now got down to the block, kicks it back out to Durst on the left side. 2 minutes still left in the first quarter. Action here. Durst goes all the way in, up and under, using her right hand this time. Durst with the last 4 points, 16-4 Lady Raiders, and here putting pressure on. Ball goes off a leg. Coach Orm was going to run down for that one. Timeout? No timeout, just a break here. Ellie Bozarth comes in the game. She wears number 1. Staying in it is still Stratton, Eversman, Thomas, and Durst. So giving the big girls a chance, especially Pieper, a chance to rest a little bit. Right side Thomas. Still man-to-man coming from both teams. Ball goes around the perimeter, left side Stratton. Back to the top. Raiders do a good job of screening and flashing while setting it all out around the perimeter. Coming around the screen now. And a backdoor cut from Stratton and a good pass there from Thomas. Stratton gets the bucket, but that was set up. And Thomas bringing the defense to her and then with the backdoor bounce pass.
Old school fundamentals. You dribble at somebody, that person needs to go backdoor.
And then Northeast just can't get the handle on the inbounds play. Right there in front of Coach. I'm sure he's not very pleased with that. Raiders will get the ball back with 1:14 left in the first. Oh, and a steal right on the inbounds. Brumley the other way. Good defense by Thomas. Good rebound by Ellie Bozarth. Went up without fouling, too. Wonder how that left knee's doing. Of course, she's a good soccer player. Mark Thomas's daughter, by the way. Another St. Dominic Dolphin. On the perimeter, high post is Eversman. She'll step out now at the top. She's looking for somebody to cut back door. Now she's going to take it to the hole. Eversman with a good move. Goes off the glass and off the rim. But that was a sweet little move there.
Well, that was good patience on that offensive set by the Lady Raiders. Came down on the break. Nothing was open, pulled it out. Then got another good look.
Paige Westhughes had it on the left side. Lost it for Northeast. Here come the Raiders on the other end. A little bump, but they were both going down, running down the court. The ball was loose, so you really can't call a foul. And so Raiders will turn it over. Lauren Hummel back in. Jenna Hurst gets a break. Bueller getting back up too. Sage will get a break for the last 27.9 seconds in the first quarter. Stick around, of course, halftime. That's a quarter away still. Breaking down what's happening throughout the day. Not a lot of scores in the middle of the day today, unless you're right here at the Rumble on the River. Inside 20 seconds, Brumley comes across the timeline. That's Avery. Tries to get it into the corner. Ball was partially tipped and tracked down there.
Once
Cross
again, another deflection.
Around the right perimeter, down to 5 seconds. Thomas is picked up to the left. Avery Brumley, long shot from three. Good at the buzzer as she spun on the move, got the last shot. You heard the buzzer go, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. The QND Raiders 18 and Northeast 7. And, of course, you're listening to Raider basketball. I'm trying to figure out who we got today on all this on mechasportsco.com.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
Back at the Rumble on the River here. First quarter's in the books. Lady Raiders 18, the Bearcats 7. I kept getting a little confused here because I put down Boonville a little earlier because that's who Quincy High plays at 3:30, and Boonville is the Pirates. So after one quarter, I got my team straight, and the Bearcats will have the basketball to start the second quarter.
A very impressive defensive performance by the Lady Raiders. I mean, they get after it. They're active. A lot of deflections, going down, getting easier shots, on transition.
For the Lady Raiders on defense in the start of this quarter. Shot no good. Picked up. Rebound offensive by Cross. Back in the corner. Cross is going to take the shot. Misses the three. Hustled down there, but out of bounds. Second quarter starting off with Stratton, Bueller, Hummel, Eversman, and Pieper for the Raiders. Other side, we got the two Brumleys, both in the ball game. Inside, Harmon still in there. Cross, we just mentioned. And Hankins, number 22. 30 seconds into the second quarter. Raiders with an 11-point lead. They had that 12-point run and also a 6-point run in the first quarter.
And Northeast is starting out in the 2-3 zone here in the second quarter.
Well, we know that. We got the shooters. Bueller in the high post. That's interesting. Oh, and a nice bounce pass. I'll tell you what. That was sweet. Bueller started going out to the wing and then just dropped a bounce pass into Pieper for the easy basket.
Well, and that's one thing that you look at, attacking the zone. You put your best passer up at the free throw line. Doesn't matter if it's a guard. Doesn't matter if it's a big girl. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Your best passer needs to go to there.
Bueller takes it down the court. Nobody picks her up. She shot an 8-foot teardrop And with that, 6:56 left in the half, 22-7. Coach Winkler wants to talk about it. We're back with more on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And the gym gets quiet, although good crowd here at John Wood for a 12:30 game. Somebody even brought look at that seat right there in front of us. It's almost an easy chair without the legs. Boy, you got to love that, especially if you're here all day long. He may actually be watching us. Wave if you are. 6:56 left in the half, 22-7, Lady Raiders ahead of the Bearcats of Northeast. Avery Brumley will bring it across the timeline. Stratton on her. We're going to try to lob all the way in over Pieper. That ain't going to happen. Pieper got it alive, and then she tipped it over to Bueller. Lady Raiders basketball.
Great defense by Pieper on the top side.
Bueller going to go in. She's going to go off the glass. Hard off the glass, but it was a good-looking shot. And then she got back in the play and got the rebound. Stratton, strong, off the glass. Good! Stratton with a good move, got the bump, and as soon as she got it, put that ball off the glass, and Sage is going to try the blue-collar three.
Good strong move underneath the basket by Stratton.
Cross called for her second foul. I've got the first for the third quarter, or for the second quarter. I've got to check my boards out here. The small board down there doesn't have any fouls, nor does the big board. Stratton, and completes the blue-collar three. She had a regular one in the conventional one in the first quarter, and that's brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. We got to find somebody for a four-point play. Almost last night with Keyshawn Thomas. In the half-court set, Lady Raiders still putting good defense out there. Avery Brumley behind the back starts to drive. Helping out was Pieper. Got there late, reached in the cookie jar. Tristan's going to commit the foul. It'll be the first in the Raiders for the second quarter. Avery Brumley will shoot two now.
Good strong move by Brumley for the Lady Cats.
Started it off with a back behind the back dribble to get there. First one comes off the front of the iron. Chloe Brumley will take a seat. In the ball game will be J.C. Davies, number 23. Second one's up, good. So she gets 1 out of 2 for Avery. She's got 6 in the ball game so far.
6 of their 8.
And doing a good job out there as well.
Well, physical player, got lots of good moves.
6 minutes left in the half. 25-8. Raiders in the half-court set. Jenna Durst gets a little screen from Pieper. Tries to bounce it in. Not much room there, and it got there. Pieper got it and took the left. No good, but got the offensive rebound. Reset for the Raiders. And now they call Pieper for 3 seconds. She got the ball, passed it out, and it must have hung around with a foot or something.
Well, yeah, she had a foot down there trying to post up down on the block.
As long as you're not, like I say, if it's not an advantage, I never called those if it was away from the ball, but you get any type of advantage. Long pass down on the block. It went into Bailey. Addison Bailey kicked it back out. Stratton takes it away. Here comes Stratton across the timeline. Long pass to Pieper. Pieper gets it down low. And a block shot inside. The big girl, Harmon, kept her hands up. Macy with the block shot. And, well, I almost thought they were going to give that to
calling it out
Bearcats.
of bounds. That should have been a foul.
But the nice thing is she did have her hands straight up. Now we're 85 feet. Well, actually 94 feet since this is a college floor. Raiders set the offense. Back to the top. Stratton for 3. Off the glass. No good. The bank was not open. First Bankers Trust.
Well, tough challenge shot.
In the half-court set, Bueller takes the ball away.
Great steal.
You can't dribble and get that ball down around her. Airy pops it into the right corner. Stratton pops behind the line. Sage, good from 3.
Once again, you get the paint touches and kick it out, step into the 3. Lot better percentage of it going in.
Bueller gets the assist on Stratton's three-pointer. She's got 2 threes and a blue collar, so 3 for the day. 28-8 Lady Raiders. Avery Brumley, nice drive to the basket. Kept it alive, and that was Harmon, but Tracking it down is Jenna Durst for the Lady Raiders. QND across the timeline. Down to the left corner, Lauren Hummel looking for the post. Lauren starts to bring it in. It'll go back to where Jenna Durst took her spot in the corner. Ari not taking that shot out there. Good shot, too.
Well, that's one that she needs to take to open everything else up.
There you go. Tristan Pieper with a great pass into Stratton for the basket, but what was set there was Jenna Durst with the back screen on the right wing. That was a nice screen. You could see that one coming right from here, Coach.
Oh.
I mean, it was set up. Pieper was holding on to it. The screen was on the wing, and then all of a sudden you saw the backdoor cut, and it was that's what you love as a coach. When you draw something up, they run it, and it looks that good.
Well, and how many years have they run that same play? You know, it's been forever. But if you execute a good play, you're going to get good looks.
And they didn't force it. They wait for it to be there, and if it's not there, they don't throw it.
Yep.
Down to 4 minutes left in the second quarter, 30-8. Raiders with the lead. Chloe Brumley trying to figure out where to go as Stratton was in her way. Coach Winkler just is like, girls, what are you running out there? Exactly what he's saying. So with 3:52, he takes the timeout, and we'll be back with more Lady Raider basketball right here from the Rumble on the River on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back out of the timeout, and a foul. Ellie Bozart just came into the ball game, and the ball got in, and she reached in her first. I believe it's the Raiders' second. So in with Bozarth right now is Thomas, Durst, Stratton, and Eversman for the blue and gold. On the other side, Brumley passes off to her sister, then cuts down the lane. Tries to pass it over, and has it knocked out over Bob Sheffield's head. Crosses in the lineup still. Harmon inside, the big girl. And Davies.
That's one thing I've noticed about the QND Lady Raiders. They go 8-9 deep, and you don't lose a whole lot.
Especially on defense.
Yeah. Well, and that's the key.
That's a tough pass and a good pass.
Yep.
That pass got in there for Harmon, and she was triple teamed. She's going to shoot two now.
And she did a very good job keeping the ball up. You know, so she got fouled when she went, you know, if she'd have brought it down, the Raiders would probably took it away from her.
Oh, there's no doubt. Just the passing on that was a great pass from the baseline to get into her. Because, again, like we just mentioned, she was triple teamed.
Good box out.
Exactly. Jenna Durst keeps J.C. Davies on her hip, her first foul. I believe the second foul on the other way. Nice job by Jenna. Both were missed as far as free throws. Got to get those dead ball points.
Well, what we're seeing here is a dominating performance by the Lady Raiders.
Oh, Lady Raiders are right now, what, fifth right now or ranked?
Yep.
All they know is at the end of the season. Oh, Jenna Durst.
Nice.
Durst went to the lane, and she just kept it in her left hand the whole time and just scooped around her Bearcat.
Great fundamentals.
She's got 6 already in the ball game. Lady Raiders, 6 players scoring. Ella Bozart, she takes the ball away. Ellie taking it in.
Great
2-on-1. Good pass. Bozart gets the assist. Thomas gets her first basket. Check that. She had the three-pointer early. Another timeout. We'll keep it here because we just don't have that many timeouts. Wait, yes, we do. As the Raiders, we talked about the first quarter, had the 12-point run and the 6-point run, led 18-7. In this one, they started off with a little 4-pointer here, but this last run is another 9-point run and has built up a 26-point lead. My free throw there has that slash, and if you made the second one, it looks like an 18. Can't get 10 free points from me that easy.
Well, once again, the defensive pressure, you know, they've held the state champions, 1A state champions from Missouri last year on the girls' side to 8 points, you know, and we've got less than 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Their defense is suffocating, you know, and it is leading to, you know, easy opportunities on the offensive end.
Only 1 point, and that was that free throw, the second one. And we're inside 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Avery Brumley brings the ball across timeline. She's picked up this time by Bozarth. Into the high post. And quickly down to the low post. Hey, why not go back there? Harmon's in there for the bucket. That was a nice pass, too, from Harmon.
Well, if I was Cairo, I would try to feed the big girl and go through her, for kickouts, for easy looks.
That stopped that 9-point run by the Raiders. Raiders still lead 34-10. Forgot who shot that pass to her because that was good. I think Cross passed that one in. Bozarth. Oh, Bozarth went in strong, and from the weak side, nobody was there. Durst left a little late, but she was there all by herself in for the basket.
Great step and go, and then better cut to the basket.
Give Bozarth the assist on that one as well. Pressure on the left side. Shot taken. And getting it on the opposite side after she shot the ball. That was Cross. But on this one, Stratton. Stratton almost double dribbled in the transition down the court. Had it on her hip. 15-footer. There it is, Jenna Durst. She stops at the free throw line. The pass comes from the right wing. Easy bucket.
Well, that's one of those, transitions on offense where you got the trailer stepping at the free throw line, getting a wide open look.
And that is a key for you trailers out there. Good block shot by Bozarth. You do not have to be in lanes. Just wait and be the trailer. It can be the first or the second trailer.
Well, I used to always tell everybody, you got to figure out that the guy that's going down there on the fast break, somebody's going to challenge him. They're going to miss it. You always got to be second. And they'll be easy, offensive rebound and easy putback.
1:26 left. Substitutions coming in.
And then when it gets good is when you have 3 or 4 of them down there fighting over it. And then they lose it out of bounds, and I'm happy as all get out.
Raiders for the last 1:26. Bozarth, Bueller, Durst, Eversman, and Hummel. Avery Brumley brings it left side. Ball went back out. Westhouse had that one. Coming over to help her out is Bailey.
Look at that pressure.
Yeah, all the way out in front of the scoring table at half court. New gal in the ball game. Ellie Jackos.
Another steal.
And a steal by Bozarth. Brings it in, now bounces it from the right block to the left. Eversman realizing she didn't have it, kicks it back out.
Great patience by the Lady Raiders. Wasn't there, brought it back out. Ooh.
Bozarth with a nice drive to the hole. Good block shot by the Bearcats. Raiders basketball with 49 seconds exactly. Bozarth will trigger it. Substitution on the other side. That's Chloe Brumley back in the ball game. Gives Avery a break. 3 on the top post away. 1 Bueller on this side. 3 screen. Bueller pops out left corner. Hummel on the right wing. Just off the front of the iron for 3. No good. Rebound by the Bearcats. In transition. Stops that right away out high. And that's Bueller. Brumley brings it left. Brumley and Davies. Davies over here on the left side. Hummel's on her. Hummel did a good job. That pass had to go out towards half court. Bueller's going to try to track it down, but Bozarth steps in the passing lane, takes it all the way, and rolls off the rim. Ellie had it there. And Coach Horn rubbing his head a little bit there. In fact, he had trouble, I guess, last night. They had a lot roll out. And he said, hey, sometimes that happens. Right side, air ball. Tracking down on the weak side, though. Westhuse.
Good effort by Bozarth to challenge that shot.
2 seconds left. Jenna Durst gets the rebound. And that's how we'll end at the half here at the John Wood Community College Center, Student Activity Center. The Lady Raiders 38 and only give up 3 points in that quarter as Northeast has 10 and a pretty good half on the defensive side.
Oh, it's suffocating. That's the only word that I can come up with. And it's all 5 girls, getting out there, getting into passing lanes, getting deflections, and it's turning into easy opportunities on the offensive end. But no, the defense has led the Lady Raiders here in the first half.
I'll stick around. We'll come back to half and talk about this ball game, what else is happening the rest of the day. But your halftime score, the Lady Raiders of QND 38, the Bearcats of Northeast 10. And you're listening, of course, and watching. I always got to remember you're watching out there, too, that new streaming stuff from the old radio guy, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
At Blessing Health, our podiatrists and podiatric surgeons understand the importance of getting you back on your feet. When you experience foot or ankle pain or injuries, our team of experts is dedicated to restoring your mobility and relieving your pain. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back at halftime here at the Rumble on the River. And, I got to apologize. I had it written down right in my book. Just took a look at it. Northwest, not northeast. So northwest, Cairo, because obviously northeast would be right across. Although I wondered about that. So my apologies to their team, because up next at 2 o'clock will be the boys team. And they'll take on Camp Point Central. Camp Point Central, a loser last night to QND, which we'll have tonight. QND won that one, I believe, 58-20 in that contest at home at the Pit. So that was their last game at the Pit before the holidays, and they'll have a 9:30 game on the 26th. I had to think what day that was, at the State Farm Classic. So they'll have the last one at Normal West on that night. So they'll be getting a lot of, hopefully you run on time on those. You always hope that you don't have like we did last year at the Norm Stewart Classic. The 9:30 game there got started at 10 o'clock. And so that's a late night for you. But then you look, the 3:30 game, we're going to be broadcasting. That'll be the Quincy High Blue Devils taking on Boonville. They are the Pirates. And so now that I've got my team straightened out. After that at 5 o'clock, the Palmyra girls. We saw them the other night. Lighten up three. Claire, she was drilling threes from outside. They take on West Hancock. Then we follow up at 6:30, and that will be Palmyra boys, which we also saw the other night. Bear Bach's younger brother, Hudson Bach, the sophomore, with a good ball game over there. The rest of the team had a good game too, but he played well in that one, and he was our player of the game. And capping the night off at 8 o'clock, the Keokuk girls will take on Herman. So, this is a great matchup between Illinois and Missouri. It's an opportunity for some of these schools that don't go on to tournaments, or maybe some of them do.
Well, I heard Iowa team in there. Keokuk, Iowa.
Exactly.
You got Iowa in there.
Well, they are. So they snuck them in as well. So, you look at that, and that's an awesome lineup here when you look at the teams that come in and bring their boys and girls teams in for the matchup. So,
well, I remember a long time ago when I brought my Durand team down there to play a very good Griggsville Perry team. Great experience, great. The court's great. The hospitality was super. The kids enjoyed it, and they got a taste of, what college basketball is about.
And, of course, Matt Shuckman. Shuck Daddy's out here covering stuff. He's been, I tell you, he didn't have to ride back from East Moline last night, though. So but Shuck Daddy's always around in his truck. Shuck in his truck now, not just on his truck, which is kind of classic there. As I did a little shout out on the way in here. Halftime, the boys are out here shooting now, and I tell you, this is one for Coach Orn, I think, when he goes in the locker room. And, he's pretty much of a perfectionist anyway, so he'll find something to talk about. But the defense is probably not one of those things, because I think he had a good – he's never satisfied, and neither should the team be. But they had a great first half there, putting up only 10 points for their opponents while putting up 38 themselves.
Great job, defensively, coming out, being aggressive. The effort on the defensive end definitely there. And that's led to, easy opportunities on the offensive end, which you've seen tonight. They're a very unselfish team to where they're going to get it to their teammate for the next best shot. And, love what I see. When you've got, Stratton, Bozarth, and Bueller, out there pressuring the ball defensively, it makes it very hard for any team to play against this group.
And, of course, we'll have coming up next, we'll have the Quincy High Blue Devil girls at 3:30. We'll have a game in between. So we'll take a little break here, and they'll play Boonville. And Boonville played ND last night. So they had a chance to watch them afterwards. 48-33 in that ball game because it was the Herman girls played QHS first. That was the 63-53. ML the second had 14. She was your MVP. Yes, 14. And then also Data Brown had 14. And I believe Hamby had 13. That's Madeline. So 3 players in double figures there. Then right after, Boonville played QND. And there was a stretch in there where QND had a 21-9 run. Of course, Stratton had 19 points for the game. It was a 15-point victory, ND over Boonville. So that gave Quincy High and Brad Dance a chance to see what he had out there for the Boonville team and really try to compare where he sits. We don't have the Notre Dame-Quincy High matchup until late in the season, I think, on a...
I was going to say February or something.
February and on Monday,
mistaken.
I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken here, I can actually...
Monday or Tuesday. I think I'm going to have to make the trip for that one.
I think it is a Monday, and it's at Quincy High this year on that Monday. Nope, Tuesday. There you go. Tuesday, Quincy High will host QND Lady Raiders at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, February 4th.
And then after that, it's the Quincy High boys at Webster Groves, I believe.
On Wednesday, sure enough. And then as they head down there, I was down there a couple years ago. Not a bad little gym. They had a good little shooter out there when Quincy High went down to play that day. Then it's the Quincy High girls on Thursday. What do I have checked there? We'll have to check that then. Friday, it's East Moline. That's way back in February. Let me close that because that's way out in February. I don't want to confuse our listeners. Better yet, I don't want to confuse you and I. Luckily, we're here for the second game today. And then tonight at 7 o'clock, Quincy High will host ND. ND with the victory last night after a tough one loss Saturday against Hannibal, Josh Puckett's team. And then also Plunkett, excuse me. And then also Palmyra had a good ball game the other night. Coach Ray's team won there. So Coach Altmix turned it around on Friday night, and then they got to come into a buzzsaw. And, you know, there's no looking that around. I mean, Quincy High is strong. They've gotten stronger. They're playing good defense. Last night you saw that the offense was using the threes, and Mark Louthan had 5 for 5. I think he only had 2 threes coming into that for the season, but he was hot. And, of course, congratulations to Keyshawn Thomas as he passed Michael Payne for the all-time rebounder, and he's going to add on to the rest of the season. So he's going to put that number out there.
That's something for you young kids out there to look at and say, okay, here's what I got to do to get to here, you know, and be at, top of the hill. So, Keyshawn, congratulations. Great job. Like I put on Facebook today, we've been there from the beginning, watching every game and saw him from first game as a freshman starting to now. And, keep working, big fella. Keep working.
You know what Coach Bruner had said? Now, I'll just share this because he had said, wouldn't it be neat then for Brendan Lepper, the 8th grader, Tom Lepper's son, to come in and beat Keyshawn's record after, of course, Keyshawn had that 25 rebounds topping Tom Lepper. And Tom Lepper was the big reason pushing Keyshawn over the time.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Brown is doing it now. And between the two guys, that's some good guys to learn at. Both guys were quite impressive players at Quincy University. And if you can listen to those guys, you'll be good. So, hey, it's almost second half time. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back to the action on meccasports.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And we're back to action. We've started the second half already. Raiders have the basketball, and Jenna Durst inside. She's got a bucket. She's got 12 in the ball game already, Coach.
Well, good entry pass to Pieper, and then she made the extra pass with Durst cutting to the basket.
For the Raiders, they got Bueller out there at half court fighting with Brumley with the basketball, and I think they're going to say that Bueller was out of bounds.
Well, and there's Bueller out there in the middle of everything on the defensive end, pressuring the point guard, making it really tough. And she's guarding the best player, on the Bearcat Lady Cats team.
So Stratton, Bueller, Durst, Pieper, and Hummel, same way the Raiders started. On the other side, we got the Brumleys, Chloe and Avery with the basketball right now. Cross, Harmon, and Hankins around that lineup. Same way they started. About a minute here in this quarter. 40-10, Raiders with the lead. They've taken a 6-point run from the first half into the second. And turnover here for Northwest.
Well, and that comes with the pressure of the Lady Raiders getting out there after them. You know, Lady Bearcats are sped up, trying to get by them. Traveling call.
In the half-court set right in front of us, left wing. Stratton back to the top. Both teams played man-to-man for most of the whole game. I don't think we saw much of a zone. Hummel drops it into Pieper. Pieper takes it to the right side. Harmon plays some good defense. Rebound was by Avery Brumley, but the hands by Stratton, and here's a 2-on-1. Bueller looked over at Stratton and said, you know, the pass can be thrown away. I can take this one in myself.
Well, you know, Stratton says, you go ahead and get a bucket or two here.
I agree.
You know, which is
they had that look right away.
Great teammates.
Yep.
Great teammates.
Avery Brumley to the right side. Nice spin move there. Stops for 15. I think Bueller might have got a little piece of that one. Into the corner, hustling after that one. Good job was Cross. Bueller didn't screen her out, but it will go Raider basketball. 42-10. Wellman and Pettit here for the Rumble on the River, the 17th edition here. Hummel on the left wing. Still man-to-man coming from Northwest. 4 around the perimeter. Everybody touched it. Pieper in the high post, pops up, gets the ball. Pieper back to the right side. She'll give it to Durst and then set a screen for her. Durst finds Hummel. Left corner. Got all net, but it just came up a little shy. In transition, Chloe Brumley to Avery on the right side. Her 3, no good.
Good box out.
Yes, Jenna Durst with the rebound on the weak side. In transition, Durst stops at the high post. She finds Stratton on the right side. Stratton was ready, just waiting, and good. Sage Stratton hits the 3, give Durst the assist, and that was brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. Kevin's got good wood.
Well, once again, paint touches, either driving or passing into the paint and then kicking out for the wide open look.
45-10 right now. Raiders open this one up, looking at 11-0. I don't think their defense will allow 35 points or even close to that.
No.
More. Bueller takes a seat, gets a little break. Bozarth comes back into the lineup. Box out of bounds play coming from Northwest. Pop it out in the corner. That's Jaquays. I'm sure I messed that one up there. Sorry about that. Avery Brumley on the right side being hounded there by Bozarth. Gets the shot up on the glass, and Durst with another rebound. Outlet down court. Stratton from the left side all the way to Hummel. And Hummel was sliding in from the right side. She filled the lane, but across the court, and great pass from Stratton.
Once again, good defense leading to easy offense.
Back to the defense again. Brumley, good job driving to the hole. That's Chloe. Off the glass, she hits, and that stops the second half run of 7. And going all the way back, it was 13 if you go back into the first half. Inside, ball was tipped away. Pieper picked it up. Pieper's into traffic. Pieper got another one up there, and she's just a little hard on the shot. Usually you come up a little short. Tristan came up long on both of them. 4:22 and counting left. Chloe Brumley tried it again. This time no good. Pieper with a big rebound, kept it up high. In transition, went to the right side, but quickly back to the top. Pieper. Stratton now will come. She'll step back. Shot taken, no good. They called 3, but from here I thought she was on the line, but she was actually on the college line now.
Well, yeah, we got 3 lines out there, so don't ask me.
Yeah, you're not seeing triple out there. I think the smallest one inside is the high school line that still hits 18-8 at the top of the key.
Yep.
Good help there. Bozarth stepped in and took the steal. Here's a 2-on-1. Hummel. Oh, off the rim. Hummel's after it on the floor. So's Bozarth. And Bozarth comes away with the ball. I'm assuming, they called it on Bozarth. She actually got the rebound. It'll be her second foul in the first of the quarter. And Avery Brumley was down there. And I thought with the 2 Raiders, it was going to be back to the Raiders.
Yep.
I thought I should not have done that. That you don't assume either. 3:40 left, third quarter action. 47-12. Lady Raiders with a commanding lead. Up on the bench over there, Abby Reed at the scoring table waiting to go in. Ball's kicked. Let's hear a buzzer. Here she comes.
And what we've given them 2 points here in the third quarter. So
and 3 in the second quarter. So
yeah,
that's,
we got 5 points in the last, 2.5 quarters at least.
At the point, Chloe Brumley.
Plus.
Now we're going to see a lot of subs, but you don't change much up. You've seen some of them already. Thomas is in the game now with Bozarth.
Oh, yeah.
Hummel stayed in. Eversman's in there. And
so,
there's
no drop-off.
Left corner, driving the baseline. Good drive. No good. Weak side rebound. Shot no good by Northwest. Picks that one up. Third attempt. 2 offensive rebounds. Last shot was missed out there by Bailey. And here come the Lady Raiders, Bozarth down the right side. Trailing is Eversman. Didn't have it. She kicks out to Hummel on the right corner. Back into Eversman. That's what you do.
Yeah, good seal and then kick it out.
And it went from the inside out. The 3 on the weak side. Thomas missed it. And rebound by Northwest.
Coach Orn's got to be happy with that look on the offensive end.
Good ball movement. And when they don't go in, coaches are happy because if you run the play properly, balls aren't going to go in. Nobody shoots 100% every game. Shot taken. Nobody picked that one up. Stepping in to get her own rebound was Bailey. She missed her second shot. Ball was tipped out of bounds. I didn't see if it will go back to Northwest. Natalie Zook into the ball game for the Lady Raiders, number 32. First time we've called her. Inside, we've got a foul. Heading to the line will be Paige Westhughes. Westhughes. Thank you, Frank Cash. Free throw. Touches every part of that rim. Paige gets the first one. 2:33 left, third quarter action. Second one off the front of the iron. Lauren Hummel picks it up for QND. Lauren comes down right in that sunny spot right there at the Mountain Dew. We'll talk about that in a second. Right wing, Zook with a shot, no good. Tip goes out, Hummel gets it. They've got the shades down on all the windows on this side, but the one won't go down, and they just can't pull them. Oh, there's a nice steal on the other side. Hankins going all the way down. Zook's picking her up. Trailer, Westhughes. Shot no good. Weak side and a good job and a putback there. It was Westhughes. Westhughes was not trailing. She was on the weak side setting up for the rebound. Inside 2 minutes, third quarter action. Thomas made a cut to the basket. Instead, he goes back to the top to Bozarth. Around the perimeter. There's Reed, pulls up the shot. Reed, all the way around, almost in, and popped out. Bearcats the other way. Don't pass her the ball until she comes over. Nice job there. That was Westhughes was thinking about it. Double team down in the baseline. Comes back to Westhughes. She's being guarded by Thomas. She'll get the basketball off to Chloe Brumley. Brumley staying on that left side. Lobs it inside. Eversman's there. Ball's tipped. Ball's on the floor. The 50-50s like Coach talks about. This time Zook comes away with it for QND. Eversman across the timeline. There's the pass on the baseline. Thomas made the cut. Eversman gets the assist. Thomas gets the basket. Boy, they're doing a nice job of really contributing and passing that ball and sharing. Inside a minute of the third quarter. 49-15, big lead. Lauren Hummel comes from weak side with a steal.
Good weak side help on that defensive set.
Gets it down to Zook in the half-court set. Short corner, Zook off the glass. Natalie Zook hits her first basket. Nice look off the glass. You know me, I love those people who use that glass. It is your friend.
The little kiss.
Especially on a square backboard with all that space up there. 30 seconds left in the quarter. 51-15, so flip that around there. 51-15, is that a... Yeah, I was thinking that was a Van Halen album.
21-12.
No, that's a Rush.
I know.
Good defense out there in the corner. And a good cut to the basket. No good on the shot. Eversman comes away with the rebound less than 10 seconds in the third quarter. Left. Thomas looked, came back out. Eversman will take the shot. Eversman off the front of the iron. Rebounded, and there's the buzzer. And that signifies the end of the third quarter. Your score, the QND Lady Raiders 51. The Bearcats from Northwest in Missouri 15. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter action right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
And we get ready for fourth quarter action, Rumble on the River. So we talked about this windows, and there are 10 windows down the line. And the one is halfway. So I went over to try to pull it down, but you actually have, it's motorized. So it's inside. And they were trying to figure out how to shut it because it's coming out in the court. But it's way out there at about 30 feet. But it's almost lined up with the Mountain Dew on the court to kind of shine there. Worst one ever, and you give me yours. Westminster, Missouri. Culver Stockton against Westminster, Sunday afternoon. Big windows from top to bottom all the way down both sides. Beautiful facility, but not for an afternoon game with the sun bright. Starting the fourth quarter, Northwest has the ball. Taking a drive to the basket. Ball was knocked away, then a three-pointer from the left side, no good. Rebounded by QND with a big lead. In transition, Lakin Allensworth in, number 14. Let me check the rest of that lineup. Reed also back into the ball game, or into the game. Sophia White, she wears number 2. Eversman, Allensworth, and Reed. That's your lineup. Fourth quarter action. This is a great opportunity when you play well and you do a good job on defense and you get a lead. You get your bench in there and they get to play. And especially when, oh, you know what, Coach, I got to tell you this in a second. But you give them a chance to play and really get after it.
Well, they're trying to earn minutes. You know, I mean, we've got state tournaments coming up. They're out there busting their butts, you know, trying to earn minutes, you know, and get in that top 8 rotation, you know, so that they can, you know, shine, you know, in important games and, you know, when the games are a little bit closer.
Well, it's also a reward because, you know, daily these girls come in every week and they play day in, day out against the top dogs. Yep. And so they want to get out and show it.
Making them better.
Ball out of bounds. Substitution waiting on the side. Leah Turwelt will come into the ball game. Our Turwelt boys up in the back row up here. And they make it everywhere. They're up the State Farm as well as they follow the Raiders. Eversman goes out. It's a running clock. But, Coach, did you notice anything in this ball game that we have not even brought up yet?
Well,
look up at the clock on the backboard.
Oh, we got the 35-second shot clock in this?
And we haven't had to use it because the Raiders get them down. The only time is when the Raiders have played good D, they've almost gotten Northwest to that point. But that's the first time when I heard somebody on that last shot calling down 5-4-3, and I went, that's right, we got it. And it's already out there for IHSA. Well, they just haven't approved it.
You know, depending on the tournaments, and I'm wondering if State Farm this year and down in Collinsville, you know, have the 35-second shot clock, you know, enacted.
We'll check it out when it comes. Northwest throws the ball away, and it is a running clock, by the way, too, so they still use the running clock. 51-15, 6 minutes left in this one. Make sure you stick around in the post game. Brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. We won't talk to Brian Harms, but we'll talk about him. And then we'll have the coach's comments from Coach Orrin when he pops up. Got to be very happy. From Cunis and the Freiburg Insurance Agency, player of the game. And we'll see if we can match up the Rumbles player of the game as well. Normally, we sometimes pick people outside of what they pick because sometimes it's only the points. In the half-court set, Allensworth. Ball stays on the right side. Drive inside. Kicks out left. Reed's got the shot. Reed for 3. Oh, she's had 2 good shots. It's gone all over. Good rebound inside. That was White for QND. She got the ball back up, got her own rebound, and we have a jump ball. We'll stay here for Little Lady Raiders basketball on the baseline.
Good job of following your shot.
Lakin Allensworth inbound, right in front of the basket. Shot no good. Boy, it was a good look, too, there by Turwell. Ball on the floor. 3 Northwest girls were around there doing a good job screening out. Maybe a little too far into the basket, but that's where the ball fell. 5 ticks left. That's 5 minutes. And we got a foul on the far end. And we'll head to the line. 2 shots for the Bearcats. Thomas with her second foul. Thank you, Ralph. Jaquees. So Jaquees on that one. She is the first one. I appreciate when he can fire that out. And Frank knows it. Second one up. Jaquez, 2 for 2 on that one in the fourth quarter. Only 2 points in the fourth quarter, 51-17. Also into the ball game, Tessa Porter wears number 30. Double check it, make sure we didn't miss anybody. Good drive by White. Gets bumped on the baseline. And that's either going to go against West Hughes or cross.
Good aggressive drive on the baseline there, get to the basket.
West Hughes for her first foul. And we'll send the Raiders to the line. At the line will be Sophia White. She shoots 2. White's first one good. Aggressive little guard out there. Yeah, I was hoping I heard that buzzer. I said, we didn't get through 3 minutes already, did we? We're running clock. Chloe Brumley back in the ball game for the last 3:25 and counting. White's second one, no good. Rebound inside, West Hughes. She's having a nice little game since she's come in. Into the front court, cross with the ball. Pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Tracks down her own in the corner. White just got there and was there a little late. Sophia's going to be called for the foul. And that was her first foul. 4th team foul. And White will take a break. Checking back. Northwest basketball inside. Good pass inside. Missing the shot, though. Got the weak side rebound. Northwest with another one. No. West Hughes tracks it down in the short corner of the left side. So another opportunity for Northwest. Still man-to-man coming for the Raiders, and I like it. They don't drop back into a zone. They don't change anything. They keep the same run and same program.
Well, that's what you got to do to develop the younger kids. You got to run the same stuff that you run with the first and second team.
Turwell got the rebound for QND on that one. ND with the basketball. Allensworth on the left side. So we still have Allensworth, Reed, double checking who also just came in. Oh, Carly Reed came in too. So both the Reed girls in there, along with Turwell, Allensworth. Turwell in front of the basket, no good. And Tessa Porter. Inside 2 minutes left in this one. In transition, pulling up for the 3. No good. Weak side rebound right under the basket. And it was a good little shuffle pass to Paige West Hughes. She gets the basket, but that was a nice rebound and pass underneath the basket. And I believe that might have been Hankins on that one. If not, Miss Hankins, make sure you go ahead and thank the right person when you get back to the locker room. Substitution there. Lady Raiders watch Abby Reed sit down. Carly stays in the ball game. Checking to see who snuck in there. Did Zook come back in? Yes, she's got the basketball right now. Zook in the left. She wanted to go out high, but that was Chloe Brumley doing a good job of stealing the ball. Zook's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her second, and it's the 5th team foul, I believe, so we'll go the other end with, no, I guess it was maybe the 4th. Nobody was arguing about it as we approach 1:15 and counting left in this one. Yeah, Coach Owen's got to be pretty happy, especially a busy week, and after really using the energy of the girls in Palmyra, you come out here on a college floor for 3 games in the week, you need a little rest. And that's the nice thing about the holidays, too. You play mostly on college floors. Collinsville doesn't, but
yep.
And you get ready, because what happens when you get to the super sectional? You're on college floors.
Yep, and, that's the one thing I love about this team. They went 8-9 deep, didn't lose a whole heck of a lot. In fact, the second team sometimes played as well as the first team.
Oh, indeed. Saw a lot of good things out here. First half, and of course, we got a bunch of players in the game for the Raiders. Missed shot on the left side. Good rebound, but saving the rebound, it went right into West Hughes. She missed the shot, though. She gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. 30 seconds left. We're going to have a foul inside. And we're back to the line for the Bearcats. Allensworth called for her first foul. First free throw is good. Jaquez with another free throw. She's 3 out of 3. And Jaquez. This one rolls out inside West Hughes, and West Hughes gets another putback. She seems to be in the right place at the right time. Problem is, it was a little too late here as the buzzer goes off. Good fourth quarter for Northwest. as they come out winning it 7-1, but we're down by, finished with down by 31. So, again, a good opportunity for them to go over. And I like the Bearcats. They got some nice-looking players. They work well. The big girl in Harmon inside's nice. You just ran across the buzzsaw today.
Well, playing in the small schools, over in Missouri, just like the small schools over here, different kind of competition that you're going to play against. This Notre Dame team, in they're 3A, I believe, this year. They're going to be a tough out, later on during the season if they keep progressing like they have.
Indeed. We talk about it not being a senior-laden team. Let's see who they call for the player of the game first.
Will present the game's Advanced Physical Therapy Player of the Game Award. Finishing with 14 points and 8 rebounds from Quincy, Notre Dame, number 21, Jenna Durst.
That's a pretty good call there.
Great call.
I was on her for sure. I like what Stratton did too, but I think Jenna Durst was it, and then she was going to be ours as well. She had, he said 14 points. I got her for 12, so we're going to have to double check that. Either way, she had a good ball game. She had some good
8
passes.
rebounds, great passes. Overall, great game.
Indeed. Congratulations to Jenna Durst. We'll pass along hers in our post game brought to you by Hardee's, but that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Here at the Rumble on the River, it was your QND Lady Raiders 52, the Northwest Bearcats 22, and we'll be back for the post game show. You've been listening to Mecca Basketball Showcase Basketball Day. 4 Quincy teams all on the same day. And we started right here at John Wood Community College. Stick with us, folks. Post-game show and a lot more today right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
In the event of a sudden, serious injury to your bones or muscles, our orthopedic trauma surgeons are equipped to care for your injuries and optimize your healing. You can get immediate orthopedic care at our Level 2 Trauma Center or Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's Orthopedics and Sports Medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
And welcome back to the Hardee's post-game show here as the Lady Raiders win this one 52-22, an impressive victory over here as we break down the stats out here. First of all, on the side for Northwest, who will finish. Right now, I think they're 4-1 coming in, so 4-2 is what we had. They were led in scoring 7 points out of Paige Westhuse, 6 points out of Avery Brumley. She worked hard, and she got her 6 early in the ball game, shut down after that. Macy Harmon, she had 4 points, 3 points, all from the free throw line from Jacques Cuisse. And, I haven't said that. I forgot it almost. And number 2, Chloe Brumley had the last 2 in the ball game but not scoring. We had Bailey in there, Cross, and Hankins, and they did not score. Actually, Davis as well did not score. On the other side for the QND Lady Raiders, unofficially, because I heard them call out 2 points that I've got on somewhere else, it breaks down this way. Sage Stratton, 18 points in the ball game. Other than the three-pointer in the third quarter, it was all in the first half. I have Jenna Durst for 12. They have her for 14. Do we meet halfway at 13?
Potato.
There you go. And after that, she got the player of the game, by the way. 7 from Sierra Thomas off the bench. Dropped down to 4 points, and that was by both Ari Bueller and Tristan Pieper. After that, we got buckets by Marie Eversman. We also had a basket from Lauren Hummel. Also a basket from Natalie Zook. 1 free throw from Sophia White. And in the ballgame but not scoring, Ellie Bozarth, Carly Reed, Leah Turwell, Lakin Allensworth, Abby Reed, and Tessa Porter. And I have everybody on there, and there's one girl I'm missing, but maybe she didn't get in, and maybe she's not playing right now. But that's 52. More importantly, 11-0 on the season for the Lady Raiders.
Well, and heading into their Christmas break, they've been tested. You know what I mean? So, not going to a Christmas tournament, I think we're okay with that, So, and that's the one thing Coach Horn's always done. He doesn't take anybody to the Christmas tournaments, but he's going to challenge his girls, all year long, against the best competition he can find.
And look at this. They gave up 7 points in the first quarter. That was their down quarter. But they had 2 runs of scoring of 12 and 6 to build up an 18-7 lead after 1 quarter. At halftime, the Raiders led 38-10.
So
third
three,
quarter.
3 in the second.
Yep, 51-5. So, again, in the third quarter, we only scored 5 points, they did, and finished the game off with 22. So 7, 3, 5, 7. And that, of course, that last 7 is with all the subs in there playing hard against each other. So good stuff from the Raiders today.
Well, this is one of those teams that, if they stay focused and disciplined, this team is going to be around, in the state tournament, come sectionals and further on possibly.
Hey, we'll take a break here in the Hardee's post-game show. When we come back, hopefully Coach Orn will pop up here in the Crow's Nest as the Lady Raiders with a big victory today, 11-0 now with a 52-22 victory right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Well, we hear the music out there, but there's no band here this time. What a shame. I enjoy when we have a band out here. There's the headsets right there for Coach Orn as he's coming up right now as we catch him.
Good job, man.
Yep, Coach Orn out here to join us. And I tell you, Coach, I know where you always like to start, and I'm going to start there, defense. And first quarter, even though we had 18 points and did a couple nice runs with an 11-point lead, we gave up 7. Then we gave up 3 and only 5. And I thought not only your first group, your subs, and even your last group played some pretty tenacious defense today.
We did. We had better energy. I just thought we were engaged from the get-go. Get a couple baskets to fall. It just kept going. We started increasing that. These kids were having some fun today.
That's one thing, too, we always talked about in the past. I always used to say, why doesn't Eric go somewhere for the holidays? And, of course, you like to spend it with family. But when you found the Rumble on the River, this is really nice. You go Palmyra one night, Troy Buchanan, take a night off, and then you go back-to-back here in these games. And I tell you, College Court, how'd the girls' legs go? And then, of course, after 4 games, how'd Coach's voice go?
Well, it's a little down, but that's a good thing. I mean, we're doing good things. This is a well-run shootout. We get to play a lot of Missouri schools. It's our pre-Christmas tournament, we call it, and we stay in Quincy, and that's a big deal with families around the holidays. I think it's one thing that's always worked for our program.
Yeah, one last point from me, and I'll let Coach Pettit take it. One thing I watched your plays develop. There was a couple, one on the other end, that Pieper had it out high, and she waited for the back screen on the right side and waited for it to be open for the backdoor cut. Saw the same thing down here, and Jenna Durst had a couple of those nice passes, but it was so sweet that they wait. They don't force it. It's not I got the ball and now I'm supposed to pass. They wait for it, and then the other pass I thought was impressive. Bueller's driving through the lane, and at her own pace, just drops a bounce pass off to Pieper down low, and it was so sweet right between the Bearcats.
Yeah, the assist is always the best stat. And when we make that extra pass, and like you said, we were patient today. We knew what we were looking for. We're really starting to believe in our offense and what it can get for us.
Yeah, well, and, my keys were, Bueller, Bossart, and Stratton out front, pressuring the ball, getting deflections, your other kids getting into the defensive lane, and then transition offense. Getting easy looks down at the other end of the basket.
Yeah, that's what we want to do, and it starts with that pressure out front by our guards. And once we get that established, it really kind of takes the soul out of the other team.
Yeah, and like I say, and you didn't lose much, when you go, second team, 5 through 9, 5 through 10 coming in, same pressure, same everything. It's going to bode well, the second half of the season.
We hope so. We got some battles ahead of us and some big games, but, we did what we wanted to do here in the first half. We'll take a few days off, make some adjustments, and get ready to go to Highland on the 30th.
Nice thing today, we're doing something that I don't know if anybody's ever done before. All 4 Quincy teams all on the same day. We get the Quincy High girls, and of course, it helps us that Quincy High and Notre Dame are playing tonight. But great job. Take care of your voice. You and Tracy have a fantastic Christmas. Still got a dog?
2.
Okay, now, is that new dogs or still old dogs?
They're new.
Okay, because I know I try to keep track of it on that. So, but have a great time, and then when we pick up after the holidays, we'll pick you up too, and we're looking forward to the Lady Raiders.
All right, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks,
All righty. That's Eric Orn. Of course, his comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, faith, family, and giving back, and that's one of those things Notre Dame always talks about is family, and we'll take it right now and hear from Kunis Auto Group and Jeff Kahn.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back at the Rumble on the River. 1 down, 3 to go. We're going to sit one.
No, 2 to go.
Oh, that's right. We have 3 teams to go. Only 2
games. 2 games, yep.
Well, how do you know, Coach? I might throw another game in there. We're already out here, so why not? We did it. We talked about it today. We will have, after this game, it'll be the 3:30 game, and we hope that stays on time. The Quincy High Blue Devils, they'll take on Boonville. The Pirates, which I think I got Boonville down on this one. I won't wait half a game to figure out who we're playing. Well, that's the only problem when you've got some of the multitude Missouri teams playing and you haven't seen them yet.
Well, and this is going to be a good measuring stick for the Quincy High girls. You know, I mean, they got one last night. The QND girls beat Boonville by, what was the score on that one?
48-33, I believe.
Yeah, like 15 point. You know, we'll see how Quincy High comes out, you know, against a very good team.
And so we got player of the game, Coach, and I think they picked a pretty good one in Jenna Durst.
Yeah.
I'll give Jenna the 14. I have her for 12, and I still have 52, so we'll find out. But her passing, her defense, did a great job tonight. And it's a team game for the Lady Raiders, but you got to honor somebody on a night like tonight, or a day like today, and Jenna Durst is ours. And still, you're giving her that after Sage Stratton puts up 18 points. But, again, passes were in to out. Sage hit 3 threes, including a blue-collar one, which made a 4th. Just good team ball, and I know Coach loves it, and I love to hear it late in the week when he can't hardly talk because you know, as you're the same way, you get out there and you're coaching, you're passionate, and sometimes you're just going to lose that voice.
Well, and you know, to be honest with you, you know, you had Durst underneath the basket, you know, with Pieper. You know, they did a great job. You know, but their defensive pressure on the outside, you know, with Bossard and Bueller and Stratton. I mean, it was a thing of beauty to watch. And, you know, I get chills talking about it, you know, as a coach. But their defensive pressure and what they did out front to change the game, that was the biggest thing that I took away from this game.
Yeah, if you play good defense, then you can turn around and have some fun on offense. That's always the way it works out here. All right, we'll hear from Freiburg Insurance Agency, our player of the game again, Jenna Durst for QND. And back with more of the postgame right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance, your local independent Pekin insurance partner, is proud to support young people in sports and academics in the Quincy area. After the game, make a note to stop by their office and discuss your current policies and future needs for your business, home, auto, and family. Pekin Insurance offers a variety of plans to meet your coverage needs. Give Freiburg Insurance a call at 217-224-7774. Go Devils.
Back one more time here at Rumble on the River, the 17th edition. And the QND girls go 3-0 in this week after Palmyra, so 4-0. And it's going to be that way because they're 11-0, so it's kind of hard to put any losses up there. And Coach did talk about, you know, coming up because the QND Raiders, they always load their schedule up with the best. And, of course, anytime they run in with Central Southeastern, you know, we've been mentioning the February game with Quincy High, but there's a lot of action between now and then for QND. Pulling up the girls' schedule here in a second here, because I want to go over that while we're talking about it. We just finished here in the shootout. We come out with Mendon on the 3rd, the Friday, at QND. Havana away, and Havana, we talk about them. We always think of them as, and they played them last year. I can't remember what the score was on that one.
Well, who did Havana beat that we just had? Sterling, I believe, who beat the Quincy High girls.
That might just
then Havana beat them by like 15, I think, in a Thanksgiving tournament.
Well, you got me on that one. But then they come in with Central Southeastern away on Tuesday, January 7th. We see the Breeze shootout, Central shootout later in the season. Pittsfield's young group played good last year. They may not be ready for the Raiders quite yet. But Illini West, BCC, Quincy High, some great ones. And then their shootout, they'll play Clopton and then Alton, who's still in the rankings out there. We talk about Alton and O'Fallon. O'Fallon has kind of fallen off, but Alton's still out there in the rankings as well. So, and it's a great way to set up for postseason action.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole key, with the Raiders, kind of like the New York Yankees, kind of like the Los Angeles Lakers or the Boston Celtics. If you're not playing in Champaign there, it's not a disappointing season, but you're not where you want to be or need to be very successful.
Indeed. If you're the boys, you're back at Champaign. The girls still at Redburn Arena, I believe, right?
I have no idea.
I think they are still at Redburn Arena, so we'll have a chance at ISU maybe on that one, but we'll take both.
Yeah, either or.
I'm going to enjoy both of them. Not either or, both.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So.
Well, hey, and once again, that's why we do this. You know what I mean? To cover the best high school basketball, that you're going to see anywhere in the United States.
I won't go to a complete stretch, but the best definitely here in the Tri-State, that's for sure. And so, well, that's the final here in the Hardy's post game. The Lady Raiders win 52-22. Take a little break here. Go grab something to eat. Sit down a minute. Go outside and enjoy some of the beautiful weather, and then come back. Hopefully right around 3:30, we will have that game time, because then tonight at 7 o'clock, it's the Blue Devils and the Raiders right here as well from Blue Devil Gymnasium.
You don't have to go anywhere today to watch the best basketball around.
Thank you, Coach. And for Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. It's been a fun afternoon, and it's still going as we'll be back here for the second game of the day, waiting for the third one as well. Like Ernie Banks said, let's play three. I'm sure he would have if he would have known that you could play three out here. All right, from the Rumble on the River, Dave Pettit, Jeff Wellman, having a ball. We'll send it back to you guys and come back for more action on MeccaSportsCo.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any two of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.